Hello ladies and gentlemen and gamers alike, this is NightWish Gaming and this is Reaperman coming at you with some exciting news on upcoming games. And if you like what you hear, then please hit the like button, subscribe to us because we got some really good stuff coming up for games, reviews and everything else. Also head over to our Facebook page, NightWish Gaming, and we've also got a Twitter channel as well. So head over there, hit us up with a follow, we'll be greatly appreciated. So the first game we got coming up is the up and coming Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, all coming out on the 24th of January this year. Coming out for Xbox One, PS4 and PC. Head over to Steam if you want to find out what your specifications are for your PC. You'll find the requirements are unfortunately quite high. So the first thing that I found out just recently is there unfortunately appears to be a season pass, and it will contain 7 download contents that are so far confirmed. They will all be released by the 31st of December this year, so luckily you won't have to wait too long for all the release of the DLC, but unfortunately it will mean that you'll have to pay a little bit extra just to be able to get these parts. I was hoping personally that there wouldn't be any season pass linked with the game, but unfortunately there is. They will be released in 2 volumes of banned footage, which are Banned Footage Volume 1, which contains Nightmare Bedroom and Ethan Must Die. The second volume is containing 21, Daughters, and Jack's 55th birthday. I don't know whether any of you have played the demo or you've followed it a lot, what's going on, but your main protagonist is Ethan Winters. You are searching for your missing wife Mia, and you end up at the baker's house, which is this gameplay that you're seeing in the background. So in the first banned footage, Ethan Must Die, something really not good is happening for you, unfortunately. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in that one. Also, the last DLC, which is an additional story episode, has not been given a name yet, strangely. So it means that either we're going to find out roughly around about when the game is released, or we're going to find out a little further down the line, maybe closer to when it's being released. But I have my suspicion that the additional story episode will be released towards the end of the year, so that it can add a bit of clarification to how it ends, maybe. Not entirely sure. There's not much about any of the episodes that have come out, or any of the banned footage, just the titles, unfortunately, at the moment. So stick close. Anything I find out, or any of us here from NightWish Gaming find, then we'll surely try and get it to you as quick as we can. Next up is some unfortunate news for both Microsoft and Epic Games. I don't know whether any of you have heard, read, or anything. Unfortunately, they are getting sued over the popular Gears of War franchise and one of their more favourable characters, Augustus Cole, also known as Coltrane. A pro footballer and pro wrestler by the name of Lenwood Hamilton is alleging that the character was based on him. Hamilton has explained in his suit that he ran a Philadelphia wrestling promotion called Soul City Wrestling when he performed as Hard Rock Hamilton, and he hired a gentleman called Spite in the mid-1990s to perform as Ruster the Urban Warrior, and it's alleged around about the same time that Spite had discussed plans with the game, or for the game, sorry, with Hamilton, but Hamilton wasn't interested because of the game featuring violence and gore. So Hamilton is also suing Lester Spite slight allegations of the likeness and the voices being really close to Hamilton himself. He's saying that the similarities of the avatar Coltrane and Hard Rock Hamilton, which was Hamilton's wrestling name, include that both are black, and Coltrane is the only black member that is in the Gears of War series. They both play professional football, although the Gears of War version was called Thrashball. Coltrane's number is 83, the same as same year Hamilton played in the Philadelphia Eagles. The derby hat, wristbands, the front gold tooth, and the striking resemblance of the build of body and everything. So it's an ongoing battle at the moment. Both Epic Games have declined to comment on the situation, and there has been nothing from Microsoft either at this time. But according to the report, Hamilton is suing for sales and profits, though a specific number hasn't been mentioned. The series has approximately sold around about 27 million copies between 1 and 4, and has brought more than $1 billion worth of revenue since 2006. So this could be an ongoing dispute. It's going to be left to a judge to decide if it goes through or not. So it's something that, although it's starting, we're not sure on how it's going at the moment. So as I find anything out, I'll sure be bringing more to you. It's just at the moment this is all we have. To me, Coltrane was an amazing character. He was my favourite of all. But yeah, it's just such a shame that it's come down to this, and we hope that all things can be resolved pretty quickly. So fingers crossed that Epic haven't done something stupid on this and they end up having to do some damage control. Next thing up is the Nintendo Switch console. Now this is just a video that's to do with the new Zelda game that's coming out. But something that has been dominating the gaming world is the looming release after being announced on the date is the new Nintendo Switch. Now the release date is the 3rd of March this year. So Nintendo, as always, they do the same thing over and over again whenever they release hardware, is they never seem to specifically allot a number to companies so that they can cover their pre-orders. I've heard that pre-order numbers have shot through the roof just recently since the announcement of not even a fortnight ago. Most places have reached the allocation number of pre-orders for the console with the blue and red Joy-Con controllers. So if you're hoping to get one of those, unfortunately you might not get it on the day of release. You might have to wait a little longer. And most places are getting close to reaching their allotted number for pre-orders on just the standard grey Joy-Con controllers. So if you're hoping to get your console on release, I highly suggest you get your pre-orders in as fast as you possibly can, because it is rapidly getting to the point where you probably won't get your console on release, unfortunately. A lot of places are saying that even if you do pre-order now, it's not a guarantee that you'll get it on release. And always make sure that you double check that everything, if you want it on release day, double check that you can get it. As for games, release titles, there's only been so far Zelda, as always, we know that's going to be there. The other one that's coming out on day of release is a game called 1-2 Switch, which apparently, from what I hear, is basically like your old Nintendo type games. You can do it with friends and family and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the Wii in that respect all over again. Not that that's a bad thing. I've also heard that they do have a NVIDIA GPU in there, although it is an old set that is in there. It's looking okay for you Nintendo fans. It's looking to be a good console, but for you new games, a lot of companies are saying that they're not being supported with the games that they've got or that they got coming up, so that's a bit unfortunate. But yes, it is coming, so hold on, and I really hope that you can manage to get your console on release. And last but not of all least is the new Mass Effect Andromeda, one of the highly anticipated games from the Mass Effect developers, BioWare. Is coming March 21st in the USA this year, and March 23rd for the rest of us, with new characters and a whole new storyline, and for the first time it will be on the Frostbite engine. So graphically it should make the old ones look like they're about 30 years old. Characters you can play as are the Ryder twins. You can choose whether it be Scott or Sarah. And unlike similar to the previous ones, you can customize the look of the character and everything else, but in this one you can also change their names. The story takes effect after you've been traveling space, trying to find somewhere to live. You wake up to find problems as usual, as you would in space. With this one you can also befriend new aliens that have never been seen before. You also have a new alien enemy to contend with, but one of the things I am liking about this game is the fact that you can explore planets like you used to before, so it's looking much better. Also, the customize and build your own weapons is by one of the designers, saying that it has endless abilities. You also have slots for like swords and hammers for melee weapons, so it's something that wasn't available to you in the previous ones. The only melee weapon you had was your Omni tool, so it's something that's a lot different this time around. But also, according to BioWare, and I send my apologies now to you Nintendo fans hoping to get this, there will be no plans for a port over to the Nintendo Switch. So is this showing already that the console is not powerful enough to handle it? Or is it just something that only BioWare is saying that this game is not going to be over there? So that's going to be interesting to see. So we'll keep our eyes open on that. Also, the one really good thing to do with this is BioWare have said that there will be no season pass. I repeat, none at all. So I'm not sure whether that means DLCs will be for free, or if the game is going to be made and then just updated as time goes on. So we'll be waiting to see what happens on that one. And as I get more news from BioWare and whatnot, I will certainly make sure that you hear about it, guys. And one last thing to do with the game as well. How your Mass Effect 3 ended could have an impact on the new game as well. So that's something to leave you thinking on. If you haven't played the game for a while, then maybe get on and see if you can finish it before this one comes out. I know that's what I'll be doing as of tomorrow. So that is everything for today, guys. Thank you for coming along. Like I said, don't forget to leave a like on the video, also subscribe to the channel, and if there's anything that you feel that I should have hit upon, then please put a comment in the section below and I will try to get back to you. So thanks for watching, everyone, and stay tuned for more news as we get it. This is Reaper Man from NightWish Gaming. Have a good day.